welcome back to my channel, and thank you guys so much for watching. Today's makeup look is a look using the Dress Your Face palette. I have gotten a couple of requests to use the palette, and I also incorporated a pop of color because I've also gotten tons of requests for more of a colorful look and not too much of the neutrals like I always do. By the way, I did move. I'm not sure if you guys follow me on Instagram and Twitter and my Facebook, but I did move, and this is my kind of new setup. I'm not sure if this is going to be my permanent setup. I'm still kind of playing around with the lighting and the locations and stuff like that, so please bear with me if something is off. And that is pretty much it. I hope that you guys enjoy the video, and until next time, I will see you guys later. Mwah! Okay guys, so you know the drill. Start off by priming your eyelids. I'm taking my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer as always, and I'm using that to prime the eyelid. I'm going to take the color Bengal, and this is from the Dress Your Face palette. I'm taking very little of this shadow because it's so pigmented. So make sure you take just enough to put on the crease as a transition color. And as always, I am taking my Sigma E40 blending brush. Then I'm going to take the color Gilded, and I'm going to be applying this all over the lid. And this is a really pretty bronzy type of color. I love this color. It's so beautiful. It's so pigmented. It has the right enough amount of sparkle, and it's not too overwhelming. So I love this color. And then I went back in with that E40 just to blend out the edges to make sure that we don't have any harsh lines, and just to blend everything out together. And this step is super important because you really don't want to be able to notice where the colors start and end. Then I'm going to take the color Blush, and I'm taking it with my finger, and I'm going to be patting this all over the lid right on top of where we applied that gilded color. And this is just going to give the color a little bit more of a neutral shade, not too bronzy, and it's also going to add more shimmer, which is so pretty. And this look is very shimmery, which is why I love it, because you guys know I love me some glitter and shimmer. And then I took that E40 once more and I blended it out once again. So then to add a little bit of extra shimmer, you can definitely skip this step if you would like, but I did it because I feel like it adds something extra to the look. But I took Nude Beam by Too Faced, and this is a loose glitter, and I'm just putting this in the inner corner of my eyes, and I'm just going to pack it in the inner corners. I'm not putting it anywhere else. I'm just putting this in the inner corners, and I use the Too Faced Glitter Insurance to adhere it to my eyelids. Now you want to take the color Sangria, and I did apply a piece of tape just so that I can get a very precise line. I took the color Sangria with a pencil brush, and pretty much am using this color as if I was doing a winged eyeliner, but instead of doing it with black, I'm going to do it with the Sangria color. If you don't have Sangria, you can use Cranberry by MAC. It is the same exact color as Sangria, which is great if you guys have it. And yeah, just pretty much do this like if you were doing a cat eye look. And then on top of that, you want to take your Maybelline fluid line and then go ahead and give yourself a smaller winged liner. I do have a eyeliner video which I will leave linked down below, so I'm going to skip right through this. Then I want to take and apply some false eyelashes. I'm using the Red Cherry number 43, and then I took a little bit more of Sangria and made it darker just so that the color is very vibrant and intense. So now let's move on to the face. I am taking the Smashbox Pore Erasing Primer, and I'm going to be applying it all over the face to prime for foundation. So for foundation, I am taking an oldie but a goodie. This is the MAC Studio Fix in NC35, and I'm applying it very sloppy first with a brush, and then I'm going to go in with a beauty blender and smoothen out. I like applying this foundation with a brush first, just so that to make sure that I can get a really even coverage, and then to smooth it out, I go in with a very damp beauty blender. So don't be afraid to apply too much product, because since the beauty blender is damp or wet, it's going to remove a lot of the excess product, and that's why I love using the beauty blender. So just blend it all out. For the under eyes, I'm taking my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Custard and my MAC Prep and Prime Pencil in Light Boost, and I'm just going to be applying this in the areas where I want to conceal and bring forward. So I'm going to be applying this under the eyes, bridge of the nose, forehead, chin, Cupid's bow, and also in the jawline, just to make it look more chiseled. And you just pretty much want to apply the prep and prime in the same areas. And then you want to take a damp beauty blender once more, but instead of using the back part, you want to take the tip of the beauty blender because it's smaller and it's going to get in all the edges and just smooth it out. You guys have seen me do this step a bunch of times, so yeah. Then my favorite part is setting the under eye concealer. As always, I am taking my Laura Mercier translucent powder and I'm applying it with a Sigma highlighting brush, but mine broke, which is really sad, but it still works, so I'm still going to use it because I'm obsessed with this brush. But anyways, I'm just applying this powder on the areas where I want that concealer to be set. And then I'm going to let it bake and do my eyebrows as I am letting that concealer set. So I took the Anastasia Brow Wiz in the shade Chocolate, I believe. And then I'm taking a concealer and just cleaning up the edges of the brows. So once you do that, take that brush once more that you used to set the under eye concealer and smooth out that powder. And I always say this, but it doesn't matter how much you apply of this powder, it's not going to make your face look cakey or anything because it is so finely melded. So I love it. Then I'm going to contour and bronze. I'm taking the Chocolate Soleil by Too Faced, and I do have the old packaging, so don't mind that. And I'm just taking it with the Real Techniques all over face brush, and I'm applying it to the hollows of the cheeks. And I'm also going to be taking it up the forehead and around the perimeter of the face. And I take a lot of the powder, and then I like to top off the excess just to get the right amount. So again, if you're a little bit too heavy-handed with your contour or your bronzer, then this technique definitely works. Just make sure that you tap off the brush before applying it to the face. Then I'm going to take the color Blunt, which is a MAC blush, and then my NARS Ita brush. And I'm just going to be applying this in the outer part of my cheek, or the hollows of the cheeks, in the outer part of the hollows of the cheeks. There you go. And then whatever is left on the brush, as usual, I like to take it down my forehead. And then I like to go back in with that first fluffy brush that we used with the Chocolate Soleil and just kind of blend everything out to make sure that there are no harsh lines. By the way, you guys, I do have a sinus infection, so if I sound a little stuffy, you know what it is. Then I'm going to take that color, the lightest color from the Tamanna Palette, or the Dress Your Face palette. I'm not sure of the name of this one, but I will leave it linked down below, and I'm going to use it as my eyebrow highlights. I took that color Gilded once more, and I applied it to my lower lash line. And then I took whatever was left in that pencil brush from the Sangria, and I'm pretty much just applying this right on top of that gilded color in the under eye area, just to blend it out and add a tint of red. And then apply a coat of mascara to your bottom and top lashes if you didn't apply to your top lashes, which you should have before you applied your eyelashes. But I forgot, so that's okay because I'm going to apply it now. For blush, I am taking Sin by NARS. And let me tell you guys, a little bit of this blush goes a long way. So don't overdo it because this blush is very pigmented and it's very dark. It looks okay in the pan, but once you apply it, it's like whoa. So make sure you don't overdo it. For highlight, I am taking my Bobbi Brown Bronze Glow, and I'm applying it with a fan brush. I have been obsessed with both of these products. I actually mentioned them in my October favorites, and also apply a little bit to the bridge of the nose. So for lipstick, I am taking my MAC Snob, which I love, and then to top it off, the lip gloss is Chanel. I'll have the name down below because it's really hard to pronunciate. And yeah, that is pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys, and until next time, I will see you guys later. Bye.